So welcome back everyone to the Back 40 Firewood channel. I'm back here in the wood yard today and it's been a long, busy day of getting a lot of stuff done, other projects around the little homestead here besides working in the wood yard. But the one thing that I like to do at the end of a busy day, believe it or not, is come back here in the wood yard and just split some wood. It's kind of like a perfect way to unwind and just clear my mind. I'm sure a lot of you out there feel the same way. So today I'm just going to be doing what I call recreational splitting. I know that I make a lot of wood here for recreational burning, but there's also the recreational splitting side of it, where I'm not in a hurry, I'm not in a rush. I'm just back here enjoying my time. If I get 10 pieces split, or maybe I'll get 20. I don't know and I don't care. It's just the way it is. Sometimes, like I said, it's just at the end of a day, I got a little time right now. So, hey, I've got this pile of wood back here that I'm still picking away at. A few of the pieces I'm going to be using for now another project that has come up. And then the other thing I want to talk about later on is I want to show you guys, every time I take the splitter to a pile of rounds or to a tree and I buck up the rounds, and regardless, I always end up, the same thing always ends up happening. And I'll show you guys that in a little bit. And that's one of the things that led me to add on something to my splitting station that's still in development, but soon will be complete. And so I'll talk about that in a little while, but for right now, just sit back and enjoy with me a little recreational splitting. I'm just going to be using the single wedge, because some of these pieces are kind of big and kind of oddball shaped, so I'm just going to slab them off into my nice thick slabs. So once again, just not in a hurry, no rush, just enjoying splitting some firewood. And there we go, a nice little bucket full of some nice split wood for maybe not next year, maybe late next year in the boiler, or maybe the year after. So now I'm down here where I had these, I built these racks out of the scrap 2x6s I had off of some pallets, but I don't have any more of those. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw a pallet down on the ground, and I'm actually gonna use those as a backstop and stack them against. So then whenever I do come to get this wood to take it into the woodshed, I'll take the stacks here first and then those racks, because if I take those racks first, the stacks would obviously then fall down. So I just put down some old pavers that I had laying around, and now I'll just drop the pallet on that so it stays up off the ground and doesn't rot away. The other thing I'll do is I'll leave enough hanging out so that way I can put the next pallet in and use those same 2 pavers. And I'll probably actually pull this one out a little bit, so then if I extend this and put another one on this end, I can use those 2 pavers as well. All right, so here is the situation I always run into when I bring my splitter over next to a pile of rounds, is eventually I load up the log lift, and then as I keep moving back, I get further and further away. So I have to sometimes like move the pieces, I have to toss the pieces over to the log lift, onto the log lift, and then up to split. So as you work away, you either have to move your splitter closer, or you end up picking up those rounds and carrying them a further distance. The more you split, the further you got to carry them over to the log lift. So that's the one thing I've been thinking about when I'm setting up my splitter now to kind of be stationary, and I'm either bringing the logs or the rounds to it, is I kind of want to have an easier way to get the rounds over to the log lift when they're a little further distance away. Because the one thing with the log lift is it's nice for the big rounds that you need to lift up there. But otherwise, what I mostly use the log lift for is like a staging table. So I have it kind of like halfway to, 2/3 of the way up, and then I just pile a bunch of rounds up on top of it. So like that's how I mostly use the log lift. And then occasionally when I have a big chunk, I'll drop it all the way down, load it on there, and lift it up. So soon you will be seeing the splitting station. And like I said, it's just kind of still a little bit of a work in progress. So I'm going to wait and show you once it's complete. But other than that, I was going to split up another bucket here, but yeah, I think maybe that's just going to be it. And so, just wanted to, I guess, get that message across to those of you out there who do enjoy just splitting for the enjoyment of splitting wood. Like sometimes you don't need to go out and split, a full cord or a half cord or whatever. Like sometimes the production and the speed and all of that doesn't matter, and if you focus on that, you lose sight of just the pure enjoyment of going out and splitting wood and just enjoying your time. So there's no need to rush. If you got 5 minutes, if you got 10 minutes, doesn't matter. Just go out there, get something done, and enjoy doing it. So with that, I think I'll wrap it up, because now we're gonna grill out. So I'm gonna go and fire up the grill and get some burgers going, and then enjoy that time. It's all about enjoying the things you do. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.